two households, both alike in dignity.
In fair Verona, where we lay our scene,
from ancient grudge break to new mutiny,
where civil blood makes civil hands unclean.
From forth the fatal loins of these two foes,
a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life.
Whose misadventured piteous overthrows
do with their death bury their parents' strife.
The fearful passage of their death-marked love,
and the continuance of their parents' rage,
which, with their children's end, naught could remove,
is now the 1 hour's traffic of our stage.
The which, if you with patient ears attend,
what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
What news struck 9?
Ay me, sad hours seem long.
What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that, which, having, makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Of love?
Out of her favor, where I am in love.
Mm.
Dost thou not laugh?
No, cuz I rather weep.
Good heart, what?
At thy good heart's oppression.
Farewell, my cuz.
Soft! I will go along, and if you leave me so, you do me wrong.
Tut, I have lost myself. I am not here. This is not Romeo. He's some other where.
Tell me, in sadness, who is that you love?
In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I aimed so near when I supposed you loved.
All right, good mark, man, and she's fair I love.
A right fair mark, fair cuz, is soonest hit.
Well, in that hit you miss, she'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow. She hath Dian's wit, and in strong proof of chastity well armed from love's weak bow, she lives unharmed.
Then she hath sworn that she will still live chaste?
She hath, and in that sparing makes huge waste.
Be ruled by me, forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes, examine other beauties.
Farewell, thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctrine or else die in debt.
But now, sir, what say you to my suit?
but saying o'er what I have said before, my child is yet a stranger in the world. Let 2 summers wither in their pride, ere we may think her ripe to be a bride.
Younger than she, our happy mother's maid.
And too soon marred are those so early made. But woo her, gentle Paris, get her heart. My will to her consent is but a part. This night I hold a feast of celebration, whereto I have invited many a guest such as I love, and you among the store. Come, go with me. Siri, find those persons out whose names are written there, and to them say, upon our house and welcome on their pleasure stay. Nurse, where's my daughter? Call her forth to me.
What lamb? What ladybird? What Juliet?
How now? Who calls?
Your mother.
Madam, I am here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, thou's hear our counsel. Thou knowest my daughter's of a pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age into an hour.
Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor I dream not of.
Well, think of marriage now, younger than you. Here in Verona, ladies of esteem are made already mothers. By my count, I was your mother much upon these years that you are now a maid. Thus in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady, such a man.
Verona summer hath not such a flower.
Nay, he's a flower, in faith a very flower.
Speak briefly. Can you like of Paris, love?
I'll look to like if looking liking move, but no more deep lie and dart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Madam, the guests are come, supper served up. I beseech you, follow straight.
I follow thee. Juliet, the county stays.
Go, girls, seek happy nights to happy days.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I. Believe me, you have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead, so stakes me to the ground. I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common bound.
I am too sore and pierced with his shaft to soar with his light feathers. And so...
Come, we burn daylight.
Nay, that's not so.
He means, sir, in delay we waste our lights in vain like lamps by day.
And we mean well in going to this masque, but 'tis not wit to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamed a dream tonight.
Oh, and so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep, while they do dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone. On the forefinger of an alderman, her wagon spokes made of long spider's legs, the cover of the wings.
Peace, Mercutio, peace! Thou talkst of nothing.
True. I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but fantasy, which is as thin of substance as the air, and more inconstant than the wind, who woos.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and we shall come too late.
I fear too early, for my mind misgives some consequence, yet hanging in the stars, shall bitterly begin his fearful date of this night revels. But he that hath the steerage of my course, direct my sail.
Welcome, ladies. Welcome, gentlemen. You are all welcome. Musicians, play.
What lady is that, which doth enrich the hand of yonder knight? Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. Did my heart love till now? I swear at sight, for I ne'er seen true beauty till this night.
This, by his voice, should be a Montague. What there's a knave come hither covered with an Attic face, to fleer and score at our solemnity?
Why, how now, kinsman? Wherefore storm you so?
My aunt, this is the Montague, our foe, a villain that is hither come in spite to scorn at our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain, Romeo.
Content thee, gentle coz, let him alone. I would not for all the wealth of all the town here in my house do him disparagement.
It fits when such a villain is a guest. I will not endure him.
He shall be endured. I say he shall. Go to. Am I the master here or you? Go to.
My uncle, it is a shame.
Go to. Be quiet, or we'll make you quiet.
I will withdraw, but this intrusion shall now seeming sweet convert to a bitter gall.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle fine is this. My lips, two blushing pilgrims ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much. Which mannerly devotion shows in this, for saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have saints not lips and holy palmers too?
I, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh, then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
and move not, while my prayer's effect I take. Thus from my lips by yours my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips? Oh, trespass sweetly urged. Give me my sin again.
Madam, your mother craves a word with you.
What is her mother?
Mary, bachelor, her mother is the lady of the house, and a good lady, and a wise and virtuous.
Is she a Capulet? Oh, dear account. My life is my foe's death.
Away! Begone! The sport is at the best.
Aye, so I fear. The war is my unrest.
Come, hither, nurse. What's he that follows there that would not dance? Go, ask his name. If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate? Too early seen, unknown, and known too late.
Anon, let's away. The strangers all are gone.
But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? What is the east, and Juliet is the sun? Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief that thou art her maid art far more fair than she. Oh, it is my lady, oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. See how she leans her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet. 'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word.
What man art thou that thus bescreened in night so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself. Well, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Ah, lack, there lies more peril in thine eyes than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear that tips with silver all these fruit treetops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden. Sweet good night.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
Thy exchange for love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Juliet?
I hear some noise within. 3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, by one that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Juliet!
I come anon. But if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee.
Juliet!
By and by I come to cease thy suit and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I send.
So thrive my soul.
Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep in peace, so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly father's cell his help to crave and my dear hap to tell.
The gray-eyed morn smiles at the frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light. Now ere the sun advance his burning eye, the day to cheer, night's dank dew to dry, I must upfill.
Good morrow, father.
Benedicite! What early tongue so sweet salute me? Young son, it argues a distempered head so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Therefore thy earliness doth me assure thou art uproused with some distemperature. Or if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
Well, the last is true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin. Wast thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline? No, I forgot that name and that name's woe.
That's my good son. But where hast thou been then?
I'll tell thee, ere thou ask it again. I've been feasting with mine enemy, where on a sudden one hath wounded me that's by me wounded.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift.
And plainly know that my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. Well, as mine on hers, so hers is set on mine, and all combined, save what thou must combine by holy marriage, and this I pray that thou consent to marry us today.
Holy Saint Francis, what a change is here! Is Rosaline that thou didst love so dear so soon forsaken? Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. Lo, there upon thy cheek the stain doth sit of an old tear that is not washed off yet. And art thou changed? Pronounce this sentence then. Women may fall when there's no strength in men.
Thou chidest me oft for loving Rosaline.
For doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
And batched me bury love.
Not in a grave to lay one in, another out to have.
Chide me not. Her I love now without grace for grace, and love for love allow. The other did not so.
Oh, she knew well thy love did read by rote that could not spell. But come, young waverer, come, go with me. In one respect I'll thy assistant be. This alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
Oh, let us hence. I stand on sudden haste.
Wisely and slow. They stumble that run fast.
Romeo!
Romeo!
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
Not to his father's. I spoke with his man.
Why, that same pale, hard-hearted wretch, that Rosaline, torments him so that he will sure run mad.
Tybalt, the kinsman to old Capulet, hath sent a letter to his father's.
A challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it. Here comes Romeo.
Signor Romeo, bonjour. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to you both. What counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
Oh, pardon, good Mercutio. My business was great. And in case a man may strain courtesy.
Nay, I am the very pink of courtesy.
God you good morrow, gentlemen.
God you good e'en, fair gentlewoman.
Is a good Ian.
'Tis no less, I tell you, for the body hand of the dial is now upon the prick of noon.
Out upon you, what a man are you?
One gentlewoman that God hath made, himself to mar.
By my troth, it is well said. Sir, I desire some confidence with you.
Romeo, will you come to your father's? We'll dinner thither.
I will follow you.
Farewell, lovely lady. Farewell, lady, lady, lady.
I pray you, sir, what saucy merchant was that was so full of his ropery?
A gentleman who loves to hear himself talk, and will speak more in a minute than he will stand to in a month.
And he speak anything against me, I'll take him down, and he were less dear than he is in 20 such jacks. I pray you, sir, a word. My young lady bid me inquire you out. What she bid me say, I will keep to myself. But first let me tell you, if you should lead her to a fool's paradise, as they say—
Nurse, commend me to thy lady and mistress. Bid her devise some means to come to shrift this afternoon, and there she shall, in Friar Lawrence's cell, be shrived and married.
This afternoon, sir? Well, she shall be there.
Commend me to thy lady.
Aye, 1,000 times.
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet him. Oh God, she comes! Oh honey nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Good nurse, speak!
Jesu, what haste! Can you not wait a while? Can you not see that I am out of breath?
How art thou out of breath when thou hast breath to say to me that thou art out of breath? What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, and a courteous, and a kind, and a handsome, and I warrant a virtuous. Where is your mother?
Where is my mother? Why, she is within, where she should be. How oddly thou repliest. Come, what says Romeo?
Have you got leave to go to church today?
I have.
Then hie you to fair Lawrence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife. Now comes the wanton blood up in your cheeks. There'll be scarlet straight with any news.
Hie to high fortune, honest nurse, farewell.
Romeo! Away! Begone! The citizens are up and Tybalt slain. Stand not amazed. The prince will doom thee death if thou art taken. Hence, begone! Away!
Oh, I am fortune's fool!
Why dost thou stay?
Who are the vile beginners of this fray?
O noble prince, I can discover all. An envious thrust from Tybalt hit the life of stout Mercutio, and then Tybalt fled. But by and by comes back to Romeo, who had but newly entertained revenge. And to it they go like lightning, for ere I could draw to part them was stout Tybalt slain. And as he fell, did Romeo turn and fly.
I beg for justice, which thou, prince, must give.
Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him, he slew Mercutio. Who now the price of his dear blood doth owe?
Not Romeo's prince, he was Mercutio's friend.
This fall concludes but what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately do we exile him hence. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses. Let Romeo hence in haste, else, when he is found, that hour is his last.
Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds, and bring in cloudy night immediately. Come night, come gentle night, give me my Romeo, and when I shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. Oh, here comes my nurse. Now, nurse, what news? Ay me, what news?
Where a day, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. We're undone, lady. Alack the day, he's gone, he's killed, he's dead.
Can heaven be so envious?
Romeo can, though heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo, who would have thought it, Romeo?
What devil art thou that dost torment me thus?
I saw the wound, I saw it with mine eyes. God save the mark. Oh, Tybalt, Tybalt, the best friend I had. Oh, courteous Tybalt, honest gentleman, that ever I should live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered and is Tybalt dead? My dearest cousin and my dear lord?
Tybalt is gone and Romeo banished. Romeo that killed him, he is banished.
Oh God, did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did, alas the day it did.
Oh, serpent heart hid with a flowering face. Did ever dragon keep so fair a cave?
There's no trust, no faith, no honesty in men. They're all purged, all forsworn, all not, all dissemblers. Shame come to Romeo.
Blistered be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame. Upon his brow shame is a shame to sit.
Will you speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Ah, poor my lord, what tongue shall smooth thy name, when I, thy 3 hours wife, have mangled it? My husband lives that Tybalt would have slain, and Tybalt's dead that would have slain my husband. Romeo is banished. To speak that word is father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead. Romeo is banished. Where is my father and my mother, nurse?
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's corpse. Will you go to them? I'll take you thither.
Wash they his wounds with tears? Mine will be spent where there's a dry, for Romeo's banishment.
Hie you to your chamber. I'll find Romeo, to comfort you. Hark you, your Romeo will be here at night. Out to him. He is hid at Lawrence's cell.
Oh, find him, and bid him come to take his last farewell.
Romeo, come forth. Come forth, thou fearful man.
Father, what news? What is the prince's doom? What sorrow craves acquaintance at my hand that I yet know not?
A gentler judgment vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment? Be merciful, say death. For exile hath far more terror in its look, much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Here from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself.
O deadly sin, O rude unthankfulness! Thy fault our law calls death, but the kind prince, taking thy part, hath rushed aside the law and turned that black word death to banishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest not.
'Tis torture, and not mercy. Heaven is here where Juliet lives. And sayest thou yet that exile is not death?
Thou fond madman, hear me a little speak.
Oh, thou wilt speak again of banishment.
Arise. One knocks. Good Romeo, hide thyself. Whence come you? What's your will?
I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome then.
Oh, holy friar. Oh, tell me, holy friar, where's my lady's lord? Where's Romeo?
Nurse!
Sir, sir, death's the end of all.
Oh, speakest thou of Juliet? How is it with her? Where is she, and how doth she? And what says my concealed lady of our cancelled love?
Oh, she says nothing, sir, but weeps and weeps, and now falls on her bed, and then starts
Go.
up.
Get thee to thy love as was decreed. Ascend her chamber, hence, and comfort her. But look thou stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt stay till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 20,100,000 times more joy than thou went forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse, commend me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed. Romeo is coming.
My lord, I'll tell my lady you will come. Hie you, make haste, for it grows very late.
Oh, how well my comfort is revived by this.
Go hence. Good night. And here stands all your state. Either be gone before the watch be set, or by the break of day disguised from hence. Sojourn in Mantua. I'll find out your man, and he shall signify from time to time every good hap to you that chances here. 'Tis late. Farewell. Good night.
But then a joy past joy calls out on me. It were grief so brief to part with thee.
Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily that we have had no time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly, as did I. 'Tis very late, she won't come down tonight. I promise you, but for your company, I would have been abed an hour ago.
These times of woe afford no times to woo. Madame, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
I will, and know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she's mewed up to her heaviness.
Wife, go you to her ere you go to bed. Acquaint her here of Paris love, and bid her, mark you me, on Wednesday next, but soft. What day is this?
On Monday, my lord.
Monday? Oh, well, Wednesday is too soon. Oh, Thursday let it be. On Thursday she shall be married to this noble earl. But what say you to Thursday?
Ah, my lady, if only Thursday were tomorrow.
We'll get you gone. On Thursday be it then. Go you to Juliet ere you go to bed. Prepare her, wife, against this wedding day. Farewell, my lord. For me, it is so very late that we may call it early, by and by. Good night.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear.
Let me be taken, let me be put to death. I have more care to stay than will to go.
Love, lord, I, husband, friend, I must hear from thee every day in the hour, for in a minute there are many days. Oh, by this count I shall be much in years ere I again behold my Romeo.
Madam, your lady mother is coming to your chamber. Be wary, look about.
Farewell. I will omit no opportunity that may convey my greetings. Love to thee.
Oh, thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not. And all these woes will serve for sweet discourses in our times to come. Adieu. Adieu.
Daughter, are you up? Why, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death? Well, girl, thou weepest not so much for his death as that the villain lives which slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
That same villain, Romeo. We will have vengeance for it, fear thou not. But now, I tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes well in such a needy time. What are they, beseech your ladyship?
Well, my child, early next Thursday morn, the gallant young noble gentleman, the County Paris, at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Now by St. Peter's Church, and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride. I pray you, tell my lord and father, madam, I will not marry yet, and when I do, it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate rather than Paris. These are news indeed.
Oh, here comes your father. Tell him so yourself and see how he will take it at your hands.
How now, a conduit girl? What, still in tears? Evermore showering? How now, wife? Have you delivered our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will none. She gives you thanks.
Soft, take me with you, wife. How will she none? Doth she not give us thanks? Doth she not count her blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have wrought so worthy a gentleman to be her husband?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful even for hate that is meant love.
Oh, fie, what are you, mad?
Good mother, hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Oh, hang thee, young baggage, disobedient wretch! I tell thee what, get thee to church o Thursday, or never after look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me.
God in heaven bless her! You are to blame, my lady, to rate her so.
Peace, you mumbling fool!
You are too hot.
Oh, God's bread, it makes me mad. But, and you will not wed? I'll pardon you. Thursday is near. Lay hand on heart, advise. And you be mine, I will give you to my friend. And you be not, hang, beg, starve, die in the streets, for by my soul I'll ne'er acknowledge thee.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet, my mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage for a month, a week.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as thou wilt. I am done with thee.
Oh, God. Oh, nurse, how, shall this be prevented?
Faith, here it is. I think it best you married with the county. He's a lovely gentleman. Romeo's a disclout to him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And from my soul too, else beshew them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvellous much. Go in and tell my lady I am gone, having displeased my father to Lawrence's cell, to make confession and to be absolved.
Marry, I will, and this is wisely done.
O most wicked fiend! Go, counselor. Thou and my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll to the friar to know his remedy. If all else fail, myself have power to die.
On Thursday, sir? The time is very short.
My uncle Capulet will have it so.
You say you do not know the lady's mind?
Immoderately, she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore I have little talk of love, for Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she do give her sorrow so much sway, and in his wisdom, haste our marriage.
Look, sir, here comes the lady toward my cell.
Oh, happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
That maybe must be, love, on Thursday next.
What must be shall be. Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now, or shall I come to you at evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. My lord, we must entreat the time alone.
Oh, God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early, I will rouse you. Till then, adieu.
Come weep with me, past hope, past care, past help.
O Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may prorogue it, on Thursday next be married to this county.
Tell me not, Friar, that thou hearest of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it.
Hold, daughter, I do spy a kind of hope, and if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Oh, bid me leap, rather than marry Paris from off the battlements of any tower, and I will do it without fear or doubt, to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold then, go home, be merry, give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, look that thou lie alone. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilling liquor drink thou off, when presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor, for no pulse shall keep his native progress but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest, and in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now, when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Thou shalt be borne to that same ancient vault where all the kindreds of the Capulets lie. In the meantime, against thou shalt awake, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift, and hither shall he come. And he and I will watch thy waking, and that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua.
Give me, oh tell me not of fear.
Hold. Get you gone. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua with my letters to thy lord.
Love give me strength, and strength shall help afford. Farewell, dear father. I have a faint cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. My dismal scene I needs must act alone. Come, vial. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? Romeo, Romeo, Romeo. Here's drink. I drink to thee.
I might trust the flattering truth of sleep. My dreams presaged some joyful news at hand. I dreamed that my lady came and found me dead, and breathed such life with kisses in my lips that I revived and was an emperor. News from Verona! How now, Balthazar? Dost thou not bring me letters from the friar? Oh, how doth my lady? Is my mother well? How doth my Juliet? Oh, then I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
Then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capulet's monument, and her immortal parts with angels live. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it you. Oh, pardon me for bringing these ill news.
Is it even so? did I deny you stars? Get me ink and paper. I will hence tonight.
I do beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild and do import some misadventure.
Leave me and do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar?
No, my good lord.
No matter. Get thee gone. I will be with thee straight. Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see if remains. Oh, mischief, thou art swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men. What ho, apothecary?
Who calls so loud?
Come hither, man. I see that thou art poor. Let me have a dram of poison. Such soon-speeding gear as will disperse itself through all the veins that the life-weary taker may fall dead.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law is death to any he who utters them.
Art thou so bare and full of wretchedness and fearest to die? Famine is in thy cheeks, need and oppression starveth in thine eyes. Contempt and beggary hangs upon thy back. The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law.
My poverty, but not my will, consents.
I pay thy poverty and not thy will.
Put this in any liquid thing you will, and drink it off. And if you have the strength of 20 men, it will dispatch you straight.
There's thy gold. Where's poison to men's souls, doing more murder in this loathsome world than these poor compounds that thou mayst not sell? Farewell. Come, cordial and not poison. Go with me to Juliet's grave, for there must I use thee.
Holy Friar, brother ho!
Welcome from Mantua. What says Romeo, or if his mind be writ, give me his letter.
Brother, my speed to Mantua there was stayed.
Who bear my letter then to Romeo?
I cannot send it. Here it is again. Nor get a messenger to bring it to thee. So fearful they were of infection.
Unhappy fortune. By my brotherhood, the letter was not nice, but full of charge, of dear import, and the neglecting it may do much danger. Friar John, go hence. Now must I to the monument alone. Within these 3 hours will fair Juliet wake. She will beshrew me much that Romeo hath had no notice of these accidents. I will write again to Mantua and keep her at my cell till Romeo come.
Oh, my love, my wife, death that hath sucked the honey of thy breath, hath had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's ensign yet is crimson in thy cheeks and in thy lips, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Here are worms as thy chambermaids. Come, bitter conduct. Come, unsavory guide. Here's to my love. True apothecary. Thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
Romeo! Romeo, oh pale! Oh, what an unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance. The lady stirs.
Oh, comfortable friar, where is my lord? Where is my Romeo?
I hear some noise. Lady, come from that nest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. Come, come away. Thy husband there is dead. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming. Come, go, good Juliet. I dare no longer stay.
Go, get thee hence, for I will not away. What's here? A cup closed in my true love's hands? Poison, I see, hath been his timeless end. Yea, noise, then I'll be brief. Oh, happy dagger, this is thy sheath. There rust and let me die.
Here is a friar that trembles, sighs, and weeps.
This is the place. This is where the torch doth burn. Pitiful sight! Here lies Juliet bleeding, warm, and newly dead. Here who hath lain these 2 days buried.
What misadventure is so early up that calls our person from our morning rest?
What should it be that is so shrieked abroad?
What fear is this which startles in our ears?
Oh, heaven's husband! Look how our daughter bleeds. This dagger hath mistaken, for lo, his house is empty on the back of Montague, and is missheathed in my daughter's bosom.
Come, Montague, for thou art early up to see thy son and heir now early down.
Alas, my liege, my husband's dead tonight. Grief of my son's exile hath stopped his breath. What further woe conspires against mine age?
Look, and thou shalt see.
O thou untaught, what manners is in this, to press before thy mother to a grave?
Bring forth the parties of suspicion.
I am the greatest, able to do least, and here I stand, both to impeach and purge, myself condemned and myself excused.
Then say at once what thou dost know in this.
Romeo, there dead was husband to that Juliet, and she there dead, that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them. Their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from this city, for whom and not for Tybalt Juliet pined. You, to remove that siege of grief from her, betrothed and would have married her perforce to county Paris. Then comes she to me, and with wild looks bid me devise some mean to rid her of this second marriage, or in my cell there would she kill herself. Then gave I her a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime, I writ to Romeo that he should hither come as this dire night to help to take her from her borrowed grave, being the time the potion's force should cease. But he which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. Then, all alone, at the prefixed hour of her waking, came I to take her from her kindred's vault, meaning to keep her closely at my cell till I conveniently could send to Romeo. But when I came, some minute ere the time of her awakening, here untimely lay true Romeo dead. She wakes, and I entreated her come forth and bear this work of heaven with patience. But then a noise did scare me from the tomb, and she, too desperate, would not go with me. But as it seems, did violence on herself.
Capulet, Montague, see what a scourge is laid upon your hate, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love. All are punished.
Oh, Sister Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand.
But I can give thee more, for I will ray her statue in pure gold, that whilst Verona by that name is known, there shall no figure at such rate be set as that of true and faithful Juliet.
As rich shall Romeo's by his ladies lie, poor sacrifices of our enmity.
A glooming peace this morning with it brings. Sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence to have more talk of these sad things. Some will be pardoned and some punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.